Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? My name's Kylie. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so it's raining today and I love when it rains just because I get to stay inside and watch horror movies, and so I thought that today I would film me showing off my horror movie collection, and then at the end I will pick one to watch today. It's only 4:13, there's still a lot of day left and there's still a lot of time to enjoy this gloominess and watch a horror movie, so let's get right into it. So I don't think that any horror movie collection would be complete without the Jaws movies. I have all four of them. Wait. Yep, all four of them. So this is the first one, the OG, and then the next ones that are all just a mess, but still a lot of fun to watch. I have Annabelle Creation. This is one of my favorites out of the Conjuring universe movies. However, I don't have any of the other Conjuring or Annabelle movies, which is a shame, and hopefully this collection will grow massively by the time I get my own place and I can actually start to decorate with all my movies and have them displayed somewhere and maybe get a big shelf for them and have just like a library of movies. Of course, I have The Ring. This is a classic. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I have 10 Cloverfield Lane, and I actually prefer this to the original Cloverfield. It is a little bit weird though. If you've seen it, then you know the ending is kind of like, what? That's how they're gonna connect it? But okay. I have Lights Out, which in my opinion is kind of an underrated horror movie, and I think that in the next week I'm definitely gonna be posting an underrated horror movies list that I am currently cultivating right now. I have this thick boy here. It's an 8-movie horror collection. So let's see, I'll read off the back. Okay, so we have Get Out, Split, The Purge Anarchy, The Purge Election Year, Unfriended, Ouija Origin of Evil, and The Visit. Got the original It, which I'm not a super big fan of. I can respect it because it is one of my favorite Stephen King stories, but this movie is technically very, very bad, and the acting is also very bad, but of course I need to have this. I think this is essential for any horror collection if you're an all-time horror fan. A Cure for Wellness. I actually bought this movie on DVD before I ever saw it because I didn't have a chance to see it in theaters, and then I bought it, and I think I'm actually gonna save my thoughts and do another video where I talk about this movie because I feel like my opinion is very different than most people that saw this movie, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so I was lying earlier. I actually have Annabelle. I forgot that I had this one. It's just that I feel like this one is a little bit slow. I haven't watched it in a couple of years, so I can't really remember, but I feel like this was one of the slower ones in the universe, and that might be why I forgot that I had it. I don't know. Bam, A Quiet Place, excellent movie, wonderful. Mwah. Some people don't consider it to be horror, but I do. I don't know which other category of all my movies I would put this in. Because by the way, I collect movies like a ton. I want to say like over 200 movies now. And so this won't be the only collection video that I do. I will actually probably do, I'll probably do one more for my kids movies, one more for action movies, and one more for my comedies. I don't know. Oh, and then I'll probably do one for my like critically acclaimed like Oscar type movies because I have all those genres as well. Blair Witch, which some people didn't like, but I was actually quite a fan of. I thought that a lot of the horror elements were actually really unique and super cool. And I have The Grudge, which I think is kind of a dumb movie, but it's honestly sort of a staple in the horror genre, so I have that bad boy. The Quiet Ones. And now I feel like most people haven't heard of this movie, so I am gonna make another video where I discuss this movie as well. This will be in a future video. And The Bye Bye Man. A ridiculous movie with not so great acting, but enjoyable nonetheless. So that is all my DVDs. I'm gonna start getting into all my Blu-rays now. Not that there's really a difference, but like. So I have the first 5 American Horror Story seasons, all on Blu-ray. Now, I don't really feel the need to collect the rest of them. Maybe I will someday when I have the money, because these are kind of pricey. I think that the earlier seasons are better than the later ones that have been coming out now, but I think I'm also gonna make a video where I rank my favorite American Horror Story seasons, and I'm gonna wait to do that until after season 10 comes out later this year. I just feel like it's better to do it with all 10 because that's more of a whole number, and I feel like lists of 10 are just more pleasing to me. 28 Days Later, this is definitely a freaky one, haven't seen it in a couple of years. Not a super big fan. The Shallows. I know a lot of people thought that this movie was kind of goofy, but I was a fan. And I like Blake Lively, so. Of course, I have Get Out and Us because Jordan Peele is brilliant and I can't wait to see what he does next in the horror genre, and I will buy all of his movies, regardless of how much money is in my bank account. I've got The Shining, obviously a classic in horror. I don't think any collection is complete without it. The Tourist Trap, I actually got this for Christmas a couple months ago and I have yet to watch it, so well, maybe I'll watch this one today. I have Don't Breathe. I haven't seen this since it came out in theaters, but I got it because it really freaked me out and I knew that in a couple of years I would want to revisit it. So The Crazies, oh my goodness, if you haven't heard of this movie, you need to watch it. That's all I'm gonna say because I am gonna make another video and this will be in it as well. I have the 2015 version of The Poltergeist. It's not great, but yet again, I bought this movie after it was out of theaters because I didn't get a chance to see it in theaters and I still wanted to see it and I thought it was gonna be good, so I spent my money on it and then, you know, it was what it was, but whatever, you know, I like to add to my horror collection. This is Life. Now, this movie might not be considered a horror, but this movie horrified me, so. Rings, this is one of the sequels to The Ring. I know that it wasn't super enjoyed, it wasn't that well received, but I don't care because it's part of the Ring universe and I love it. Last but not least, I have It, the 2017 version. This is one of my favorite horror movies of all time now. I think it is so beautifully shot and quite honestly unmatched to all the other horror that came out in 2017. And yeah, I will probably rewatch this every year around Halloween time. So that's gonna do it. I think that I am gonna go cuddle up in bed and watch The Tourist Trap and see what that's all about. And I will get back to you in my next video and I will let you know how that was. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope I see you on the next one. Bye.